Hello, my old and my new young truck drivers coming out of truck driving school. As y'all all know, my name is Antonio, but better known when I was on the road, the Guardian Knight. Um, I'm here to talk about this trucking industry. Uh, First off, like I said in my last video, when you decide you want to drive a truck, okay, here's the thing. You gotta be you gotta be one that likes to travel. All right, you gotta have a passion for traveling. That's it. Cause if I'm gonna tell y'all, if you don't have that passion for traveling, it ain't gonna work. Secondly, you gotta have stamina, and you definitely got to have patience. And you're gonna, like I said in the last video, you're gonna go through some things in the industry. For one, is just getting used to being away from home. You got to accept that in the trucking industry, you're gonna be away from home in the beginning as a new driver for long periods of time. But let me say this: for you youngsters that like are 21, if company can hire bring you in as 21, because DOT says you can apply for CDLs at the age of 21. Certain companies require to be 22 to drive for them. Okay, but here's the thing: to some of y'all that are 21, 22, and older, let's say up to 23. All right, it's good for you. Why? Because you at the beginning of your life. Okay, everything starts. All right, meaning chances are you don't have no kids yet. Okay, and that means that okay, only thing you really dealing with is a girlfriend. You might be just getting married. You might be in your beginning stages of being married, or you might just have a girlfriend, which, like I said, is good. If they care about you, and I say this, if they care about you and they see what you're doing, they're going to accept what you're doing, and they're going to work with you. Okay, they're going to work with you. Okay, that's the one thing you got to remember. You got to have some communications on both ends. Whether you be husband or whether you be boyfriend or whether you be wife, whether you be husband or whether you be girlfriend or boyfriend, okay? Because it goes both ways. All right. Now, the thing about that is like I said, you got to have that, again, that drive to want to be out there on the road. And you got to learn how to put up with people on the road. Okay, in other words, you sharing that road with these other people that's out there. All right. But the thing about it is this: stay focused. Stay focused. Whatever you do, stay focused and look at the positive things. Weigh the negative things. Weigh the negative, but stay positive. Because as long as you stay positive, I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna make it far. But the main thing is to, again, save your money. Save your money to buy you a truck and your own authority. You see, okay, here's the thing that I'm getting at real quick. When you hear somebody say, I'm an owner operator, okay, let's make sure we get this right. Okay, are you an owner operator or are you a lease operator? Okay, there's a big difference. Okay, an owner operator meaning you're independent, meaning you got your own authority and you pull for a company, like I said again, let's say Frito-Lay. You don't pull for somebody that pulls for these people. Okay, you don't pull freight for let's say Frito-Lay, but you pulling it for, let's say, Snyder, or let's say JB Hunt, okay, or even Pam. Pam contracted to pull for Frito-Lay. You work for Pam, you pull for Frito-Lay, but you work through Pam. In other words, you lease to Pam. You lease to somebody. In other words, you're half and half. Okay, versus where you went in and bought authority and you become bonded. Okay, you kill two birds with one stone. When you become bonded, you are your own carrier. You are your own carrier. Okay? It's just like my man got his video on here named Casanova. Okay? Casanova's not leased on nobody. Casanova got his own company name called Roar Transportation. Now he's an owner operator. He don't pull. He pulls for the company, but he's his own. He works for himself, but he's not contracted. He's how to say this. He's working for this company, but he works for himself. Okay, he reports to himself, meaning he's independent. There it is, right there. He's what you call a little man versus being a lease operator. Okay, a lease operator don't necessarily mean just because you bought a truck. I mean, you bought a truck from the bank, but you leased it on to the company. You still a lease operator, even though that's your truck. Because in other words, the only thing you got benefit there, if the company screw you over on loads or freight, then you get pissed off with them and say, hey, I don't need to work for you no more. Okay, have a nice day and go pull for another company. That's it. See, that's the benefit of being a lease operator that bought the truck through the bank. Now, you buy a truck through the company, and you bought a truck, and they did you on your loads. You can't, because you married to them. You can't just take that truck and say, I'm leaving you, I'll go pull for somebody else. Can't do that. You're contracted to them, meaning you leave, you got to let the truck go to them. End of story. That's the reason why I tell y'all in my other videos I got out, don't lease a truck from a company. Either try to put money down on the truck through the bank or outright buy it yourself. End of story. That way when they decide they want to screw you on loads, you can leave. You can leave anytime. That's it. See, that's the benefit of buying a truck through the bank, or buying it on your own versus leasing it through a company. Now, that right there, what I just told you, can save you a lot of heartaches and headaches down the road. But here's again another thing for you youngsters coming out of truck driving school. Do yourself this favor, okay? It's going to sound crazy. When you do pre-trips, to start with, pre-trips inspections and post-trip, get you they got these old phones now that's got cameras on them. Some of them, they do videos. Like I said, when you did your state inspection before you came on the road, you had to take the pre-trip test at the DMV. Okay, they show you do it this way. That's 100% correct. That's right. But when you on the road and you out there doing a job on a daily basis, okay, trust me, it ain't gonna take you no more than do a 15-minute walk around. Okay, to glance at your truck, the front, to the side, all the way around to the trailer, to your left side of your trailer, and all the way in the back and back to the other right side and all the way around. Okay, why are you doing that? Use a camera phone and just walk through. But always listen for air leaks. Always, you listen. You can hear. Oh, trust me. You know, I've been there, done that. Okay, and I'm telling y'all this here. I ain't never drove a truck in my life. Never. I started back in 1989. Never drove a truck. I went to a school in Granite City, Illinois named Amtech. I don't even know if they still in existence or not. They may not be. But that's where I went to school at, okay? And I learned. When I first went to I took that DMV test, and then when I started, I thought about it. When I started on the road driving, first company was North American Van Line. I started doing my pre-trips. And you go through, you learn, these 30-minute pre-trip inspections, okay? That's too much time off of your logbook. Why? Because you're going to need all that to drive with. That's why I told you earlier, do 15-minute walkarounds. The camera or that phone can save you big time because, like I said, like if you happen to miss something, you might catch it when you get back in the truck and you go through your phone and look at it while you're going around. You may catch something that you didn't see. That phone did catch. Okay, it caught it. All right, it seen what you missed. Okay, and on top of that, if you get to a DOT station and they do a DOT check on you, they say, "Oh, you know your right light is out," and then you go back and look at your camera phone, look at the time that was stamped on there, and look at the time stamped on your logbook, and see that the lights are on. You got all the lights on. You see they're working fine. So actually, right there, that saved you. That saved you because first thing they're gonna say is you overlooked that. No, you didn't overlook it. You got proof that the lights was working. Right there, they're on. You can see it. Look at the time that's stamped on that phone. It's got a stamper on there. It's got a time stamper. Right there. There it is. And look at your logbook time. There it is right there. Bam. That's safe because you see one thing about it, they can't charge you with it because one, during a pre-trip, during that day, you don't sign it until the end of the day. If it's still the same, then you sign your name off on it. Okay? Now, that right there, that covers you for that whole day. Right there. But the thing about it is you want to do 15 minutes, but you can actually, like I said, you listen for air leaks. You look for leaks, whether it be oil, antifreeze, diesel, or even any kind of fluid, period, in the vehicle. Any kind of fluid. You want to look for that. You want to look for puddles. You want to look for puddles. Okay, because when you're doing a pre-trip, you always got to do a pre-trip during the daylight hours because that's the only way you're going to see anyway. Okay, you can't do it. You know, a lot of guys say, well, I did it at night. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard to see puddles. Now, the only way you can do that is by if you at a truck stop and you pull up in the fuel island. And you can do it while you putting fuel in the truck. You can check it. You can do a DOT check or walk around. You can do a thorough walk around and listen. When you get through pumping the fuel in, as soon as you get through pumping, pull up nozzles and everything out, put them back in the pumps, okay? Then do a 15-minute walk around, okay? Now right there, that would take you 30 minutes. That would take you 30 minutes, okay? Because you figure 15 minutes and putting fuel in, another 15 minutes and doing a pre-trip inspection. You can do it all right there in the light. If it's not daylight, you know, if it's dark. Okay, you might be one of them that like to drive in second shift or third shift. Okay, but you can do it in the fuel island where you can see everything. You can look down underneath the engine truck and see if there's puddles down there. You ain't got no puddles or anything, you know you're good to go. And a real quick thing, you can lift that hood up to check. You can lift the hood up to check. Well, when you do the pre-trip, get out and lift the hood up real quick. Lift your hood up, look at your engine and everything, make sure everything, you ain't got to check the fan, belts and all this, you know what I mean? You can if you want. I mean, to be real with you, if they're going to break, they're going to break. It ain't nothing. But now, if you see them physically chafed or cracked, yes, now you need to get a hold of maintenance and let them know, hey, we're going to have a problem. This belt is about to break. Okay? That's the one thing I say you can check, but it don't take you but 15 minutes to do walk around. Okay? That's it. And you can check thoroughly. But here's the number one thing I say. I'll say this real quick. Make sure you check your rims. Your rims, because let me tell you something. You get a pinhole crack, and the only way you can see that pinhole crack when it rains. When it rains, you can see the rust line coming down. If you really watch real closely, okay, what happens is, and I'll say this real quick. If you don't check it, what happens is you get a 46,000 pound load on. I'm going to tell you right now, you will, and I say this, you will lose tires. Why I know this? It happened to me. That was in 1995 in Charlotte, North Carolina. 2 tires. I picked up a load of Caterpillar engines out of Mossville, Illinois. We had a contract. with Freightliner down in Mount Holly, North Carolina. I used to run from Peoria, Illinois, which is the suburb of Mount Holly where the Caterpillar plant is. And I used to go down to Mount Holly, North Carolina in Charlotte, on the west side of Charlotte, to be exact, off of 85. Lost 2 tires down there. One went backwards, one went forward. Why it happened? Because I neglect. You heard what I said. Chalk it up to error on my behalf. That should have never even happened. But I didn't check to look at my rims close enough. That's the reason why I said use that camera to get down into the zip. Just glance down there, because all you're doing is this right here, and then you going up, walking down, you going down, going back up, going up. That's what you do. Because that camera, chances are, may pick something up on there that your eyes didn't see. Okay? It covers your behind in both ways. But to say that, make sure you check those rims. All rims. Steers, drives, trailers. Check them. Okay? Drivers, young drivers that are coming out of school. Let me tell you something. If you notice, you look up on the screen, you see I got a message up there telling you what website to come to. Or you can call me at this number or email me. Here's the thing. I go beyond what these guys on YouTube do. You can call me up and it's all free of charge. I don't charge you a dime. See, here's the thing. Right now I can't drive no more because of health issues. And that's another thing I'm going to tell you here in a second. Because of health issues. But here's the thing. If you got questions or you put to a point where you lost and you can't find your customer, I got a map that can look up the places where you are. And I can tell you exactly if you off course, because you're 9 or 10, you might be off course where you at. Okay? And I can direct you from there to the place. Okay? And here's another thing, real quick, before I go on something else. If you're not familiar with that area, say, for example, my main goal is to work you guys around the city areas. Okay? Chicago, New York, Detroit, Miami, LA, San Francisco. Okay? And so on. Alright? You can call, what you do is don't call me. Send me an email. Send me an email when you pick up your load that day. When you get your load information. Send me an email. Send me an email. And I'll look at it real quick. And what I'll do is and leave your number. Leave me your cell number. That way I can call you back and tell you, hey, I got these directions for you. I hope they get you in. If you have any problems, matter of fact, the way you get to me quick is I always check my emails constant. I check my email and I put you above everybody else. What I'll do is I'll call you up or whoever I call first, that's first in line. Okay, because this is a free service. You got to remember, I'm doing this by myself. All right. My goal is to give you guys help for your first 100,000 miles. That's my goal. That's my goal, to give you help for the first 100,000 miles. All you got to do, like I said, is either hit me up on my go to my website, call me at that number, or email me. You can call me at the number. You can call me at the number. Just holler at me. Get a feel for who I am. We can get a close-knit relation with each other. I can help you. I mean, go beyond what all these guys telling you. See, I'm going to tell you something. When you got somebody telling you, okay, that's fine. But when you got somebody helping you hand in hand, that's even better. That's even better. It boosts you up and it builds your morale up. Okay, that's my whole angle. I can't right now, I can't drive. Be the grace of God that he give me my sight back in my one eye. Okay, the rest of my diabetes, I can manage that. I can manage that. And I believe in faith. And I don't know what everybody else believes, but I do. This is my opinion. But I believe that he can give me this eye back. And I'm telling y'all, he give me my eye back. Oh, it's off to the road. We go. It's off to the road. We go. We're running like a naked man streaking before a bunch of women. We gonna run. We running. You know what I'm saying? In other words, we showing off. That's how I am. That's how I would be coming back out. I miss the road. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I miss it. Those 15 years that I've been out there, man, I'm telling you. And one thing I tell y'all this. I tell you guys this. Stay Stay on your body. Okay. That's another thing I help you with. You need someone to make you an appointment or whatever. If you need to make a doctor's appointment and you're on the road, you don't really have the time to do all this. Trust me. Once I've got a relationship with you personally, I set you up. What I do is I set it up to where when you come home for time off, you just let me know when you coming home for time off. Okay. What I did was I go ahead and make you an appointment to where it's for that particular day. Okay. Main thing you check your eyes. First of all, make sure you get these marbles checked out. These looking marbles. Okay. Get them checked out. The dumbos, your ears. Okay. You make sure you get them checked out. Okay. You get your hearing checked out. Your eyes. Okay. Your body. Go get you a regular checkup. Okay. And then definitely go to a podiatrist. Go to a podiatrist and get your feet checked out. Always. Them the things you want to take care of. Definitely stay on top of it. Stay on top of your game. And then don't be like this here. Okay. Keep your mouth in order. I mean, hey, people laugh at me, but oh well, hey, life goes on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm being real with y'all, hey, when you get older, I'm just going to say this real quick. When you get older, certain things that used to bother you when you was a kid don't bother you no more when you get older. It just don't bother you, and it don't. But me personally, I'm telling you guys, I'm out here to help you. And I told y'all, this service is 100% free. It's free. And I'm gonna stress that all the time. Every video I do, I'm stressing that. Like I said, you get used to my name, you're going to know both of my names. My alias name on the road and my real Christian name. Christian name is Antonio A. Abernathy. Okay? My AKA road name, they call me the Guardian Knight. You may run into some cats out there. I remember a Guardian Knight. I love from back in the day. That's me. There's only one out there called the Guardian Knight. Now, you might have heard of Guardian Angel or the Guardian, but I'm the original Guardian Knight on the road. Okay, I'm the original. I'm the only one that I know. My fellow tribers, I tell y'all again, you want help coming out of school. When you leave that school and you go on with your trainer, remember my number. Remember my number. Remember my number. You remember it. Okay? You remember it. And when you go with your trainer, you call me and let me know, what's going. Keep in touch. Always contact me. Keep in touch. I can give you some pointers, what you need to do as far as why you running with him or her. Okay? Now, like I said, my job is to help you hand in hand. Okay? You got a lot of guys on the video putting these videos out and all this telling you what you need to do. Okay, that's good. But like I said, here's the thing. Right quick. All my videos gonna always be anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes long. But here's the thing. Okay? You coming out of a school, and when you break off from your trainer, why are you with your trainer? I'm going to tell you what you need to do. Tell you exactly what you need to do. Invest your money. Why are you with your trainer? You can order it and have it shipped home. So that way, when you get away from your trainer, you can get it. When you get to your truck, you go home and get all your stuff. Invest your money. Buy you, believe it or not, it's going to sound crazy. Buy you 2 big electric Coleman coolers. Especially if you got a truck that don't have come equipped with a refrigerator. Okay? Buy you 2 electric coolers. Buy you 2. Okay? Buy you a food saver. Okay? You can buy you a Burton stove. But I'm going to tell you something. To be real with you, well, actually, yeah, you can buy you a Burton stove. Buy you a Burton stove because it's smaller and compact. But I was saying, if you wasn't using this other thing I'm about to tell you, it would benefit you to buy this. I would say buy a Coleman stove, but why I say not to buy a Coleman stove and a Burton stove? Okay, buy you a New Wave oven. All right, it's yay big, and you can do everything in it. You can air fry, you can bake, you can cook just about anything in it, rascal. Okay, now the thing about that is this would save you a lot of money because you got to remember something. Like they try to tell you, do the math in eating in truck stops. Okay, you ain't going to no truck stop real quick. You ain't going to no truck stop and you buying a meal. You gonna spend almost $10 for that meal. All right. And if you one person that likes to eat, 1 out of 10 drivers, I say 6 of y'all like to eat at least 3 times a day. You like to get a breakfast. You like to have some lunch and a dinner. Okay. On a daily basis, that would run you 30, you figuring on 3 meals, you looking at $30 a day. That's just in meals. Okay. We ain't talking about snacks. And if you smoke, that's even worse. We're not even gonna add the smoking bill to your list. Okay. We just gonna add the food bill. And junk food, okay, we'll put another $5 in there. $35 times you spend 4 weeks out on the road. Times that by 7 days. Times that up. Then times that 7 times 4. You're going to get almost, if not right at $1,000 a month you spend on eating in the truck stop. Do the math. You do the math when you get a chance to. Okay. Now, when you that 2 coolers, you got one for your produce, your fruits, and maybe your you could put your you could put small gallons of milk in there. Okay. You can get small gallons of milk. You can buy all your vegetables, your fruits, or whatever, put it in that cooler. Okay, you can stick that one down by your door. Okay, you can stick it right down on the floor because you're the only one in that truck. Okay, it ain't gonna look cluttered either. You take that other one and put it in your seat. You can put that one in your seat. You can put that one right in your seat. Now, unless you bringing somebody else in the truck with you, you could take that one and stick it in the back in the closet right there where the cooler part, a cooler could fit in there. You can stick it right in there. All right. You can stick that right in. You can stick that right in that thing back there. But then also you can put it on the floor. They can sit in the seat and just put their feet up on the thing there. Other than that, okay. The purpose of it is this. You put the meat in that one. Now, well, how you say the meat gonna stay cold or frozen? Simple. When you put that ice in there, if you put a 10-pound bag of ice in there, now that's where the Food Saver bags come in versus getting Ziploc bags. The Food Saver, this machine costs about $119. It sucks all the air out of your produce and your meat, making it seal, gives it a seal to where that meat, that food will last. Instead of lasting like a week or whatever, that will last you at least the whole time you out on the road. However you eat, okay? But the good thing is still got that freshness. When you break the seal on it, still got the freshness, just like you bought it at the store. When you put it in that electric cooler, both of them, put it in that electric cooler, that bag of ice is going to cause that cooler to freeze. That's the one thing I tell you, you have to watch with your produce. You may not want to put bags of ice in there because it gets cold enough to where it'll keep your produce actually cold, because produce actually has to stay at temperatures of 35 degrees, all right, to be safe. All right, like a Food Saver bag just allow it to last longer. That's why I say invest your money. You're looking at $120 for a Food Saver bag. Food Saver. You're looking at at least $200, $250 for both of the coolers. Okay. Now you say that's a lot of money. Yeah, it is, but just watch. Just watch this. You do the math. Do the math when you get a chance to. Do the math. Okay. And for those 2 coolers, you're looking at about $200, $250, $260. Okay. Now, the one thing that might cost you, okay, gonna be your inverter. You might get a good used inverter for maybe 1,500 watt inverter for about a good $80 or $90 to get used. Okay. Now that New Wave oven is gonna save you because you can sit there and cook, and it cooks your food pretty fast. Steaks, hamburger, chicken, you name it. All right. Now, when you look back and think about it, here's one thing I didn't tell you to get. to keep yourself healthy. Buy you a NutriBullet. That's a little juice machine, little extractor. Why I say that? Because it's easy to clean. It don't take but a couple minutes to clean out. That's it. Versus a juice machine. You don't want a juice machine. You want a NutriBullet. Okay. That way you can juice you different fruits and vegetables and all that, and get that vitamins and all them nutrients you need for your body being out there on the road. Okay. Now that being said, here's the thing: you may spend all that money you spend over, let's say when it comes down to all everything, you're looking at a save by close to $400 or $500. All right, for all that stuff. But here's the benefit. Now, when you buy that, you only go when you go to any Walmart. Walmart superstores got all the truck parking. Not every Walmart. That's another thing I tell you. That's another service I provide. You can call me and find out, hey, where's the next Walmart at? I'm going on such and such. Just give me a call. Hit me up or leave me an email. I check it. Because I see the most recent, them the ones I respond to. Okay? And I'll let you know quick. Okay? Or better yet, on your trip that you going to, I can send you a list of all the Walmarts on that route you're on. That way you will know exactly which Walmart from shipper to consignee. Okay, I'll let you know that. Now, here's the benefit. Okay, now you spend $160 for groceries. You heard what I said. $160. That's for meat, potatoes, canned goods, cereal, milk. Okay, that lasts you 1 month. 1 month. It's just like you being at home. You don't have to eat in the truck stop. You can go in there like you want to get a snack or something. Yeah, you can go in there. But I mean, to really beat the truck stop is going to overcharge you for everything. They overcharging you. Bottom line. Only thing you're using is the shower and going in and get fuel. And that's it. When you go to buy something, I'm going to tell y'all something. Always use Walmart. Always use Walmart. It's cheaper. It's cheaper. You can get the same thing from Walmart that you can get in that truck stop, but you can get it a lot cheaper. Truck stop gonna sell it to you for more. End of story. Now, see, they got slick. They try to give you these cards, that's a good thing. Use those cards. I just run into some drivers that using these like Pilot got them, Wilco's got them, Love's got them. These when you buy fuel there, they give you points. They give you X amount of points for to go in that car where you can buy stuff in the truck stop. See, that's slick because they know it gives them advantage because you come in there buying their fuel. In the story. But use them. But here's the thing, like I said, right there, think of all the money that you just saved. Think of the money that you just saved. You paying $160, $170 a month for food. Now, do the math. If you're going in that truck stop, whether I don't want to hear, well, I only eat but one time a day. You starving yourself, okay? I don't want to hear it. If you eating one time a day, you starving yourself because you could be eating full course meals every day in that truck. See, a lot of folks really lazy. They don't want to take the time out to fix no meal. If you one of them that drive first shift, second or third, when you get done, you got extra hours, several hours to kick back and do what you got to do. It takes you no more than give yourself an hour to cook a meal. I don't give it in the New Wave oven. I give you about 30 minutes to throw in a steak, a ham, and it's well done cooked where you got juices coming out and the meat is cooked all the way through. Okay? It's cooked all the way through. You can put a potato in it, got your baked potato, all you need sour cream and butter. You got the salad in your one cooler because that's where you got all your vegetables at. Whip it out, you got all your stuff to put in there. You eat good. End of story. Drivers, and I say this, and I went over my time, but for y'all, that's my job. Again, you see on the screen where you can go to my website, you can call me or send me an email message. Like I said, my service is 100% free. All I'm doing is giving back. I've got all these skills that I still know from back in the day that I can pass down and help you young drivers coming out. I could work with you for the next 100,000 miles, to make you better drivers, to tell you what you need to do and what you not to do. That's my job. And that's what I'm here for. Like I said, stay focused on your job. Do what you got to do. Learn that job and do it well. But the one thing you work on, you do, is always, and I say this, always give God thanks for what you have got and accomplished. Stay focused, my young drivers, or as they say, my young warriors. Stay focused. Get out there and do the job, make the money, and stay communicative with your better half. Okay? Keep in touch with them all the time. Let them know what you're doing all the time. If you love that woman or you love that man, you're going to stay in tune with them. The rest falls in like the kids. They're going to fall in. They're going to love you no matter what. I don't give a care. They know they hear from you. Even though you're not there, they hear from you. They love you no matter what. They love you. It just goes beyond. They love you. Now, the one that you really have to kind of impress is your better half. That's the one you need to stay focused on. Okay? And I say that and I stress that. Okay? In the story. But it takes two to make the thing work. That's it. And that being said, my young warriors, you guys, again, as my boys say, stay on that grind. Stay on that grind. Do your job. Make that money. But as my girls say, don't let it make you. Make the money, but don't let it make you. Or as my man saying, biker boys, burn rubber, not your soul. In other words, he was saying, stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. That's what y'all need to do. Stay true to yourself, and you be true with everybody else. Until this next video, you young warriors out there, they call me the old. My Christian name is Antonio Abernathy. But on the road, when I was on the road, they call me the one and only Guardian Knight. And like we always say, keep that high side up and that low side down. Keep them bugs off the bumpers and the bears off your back. We easing back and we back out quiet.